You ain't coming back. Careful now.
One enemy remaining.
Whew. Well, okay, this game is something special. Hello there, my beautiful and lovely gamers. As always, my name is Jonal. Let's talk about the Valorant closed beta. For reference, I started playing the beta when it went live at 2 p.m. in this my time zone, and it's currently 6 p.m. That means I played it for about 3 hours because the very first hour of this, of essentially the start of the beta, was really just them trying to get their servers online. I couldn't queue for matchmaking. When I finally queued, I got kicked out. So essentially it would load, like, pick your agent, and then it would just kick me straight out back to lobby. Then I couldn't queue again. There's like all kinds of bugs going on with that. And, well, let's talk. When I finally played, I've been playing it right now for about 3 hours. Played every single map, played every single operator that's available without grinding. So let's talk about this game. Of course, I'm a very small YouTuber, 16,000 subscribers, so my videos normally get drowned by the large YouTubers, so a like on the video actually really helps against user abusive algorithm. It helps spread out this video. Same going for a comment if you've gotten into the beta or not as of yet, and what you guys think about the gameplay that you've seen so far. Of course, subscribing to the channel for Valorant content and also other FPS stuff is very much appreciated. It helps grow the channel, helps support me, and it's very much appreciated. The Discord server for the community is linked down in the description down below. Now, this game is not remotely close to Overwatch. Comparing this game to a game like Overwatch is like comparing a car to a plane. Just because both has wheels and both carry passengers does not mean they are of the same caliber or even of the same style or even the same creation for the same purpose. This is redefined Counter-Strike. I played about 170 hours of Counter-Strike, I played about 120 hours of Rainbow Six Siege, and thousands of hours as I work professionally with Overwatch, and I think that this is redefined Counter-Strike. The performance of the game, FPS-wise, hit registration, currently stability and ping when I'm in-game, and the fact that they are running on very high-tech servers, it's really fucking smooth. On top of that, there's already any customization in settings, from the crosshair to how you move to how you use your hotkeys to anything that you want to get customized in this game. It's practically there. The customizations are really, really nice while still trying to be user-friendly. So giving you options while not overwhelming you. And I think that's really, really great. The sound design, shooting people, getting kills, all that kind of stuff is just smooth. It just feels good. Getting frags feels satisfying. However, I think that the sound design in form of footsteps needs a little bit of redefining, as the footstep for some reason sounds really, really weird. And I think that the range of where they can hear you are maybe a little bit loud. You have to crouch walk majority of the spots, and if you start running, it gets heard through walls and they can hear you almost anywhere on the map. I think that is a little bit too audible footsteps. I would like to have a little bit less quiet, and also maybe even redesign how the footsteps sounds. It's, in my opinion, it sounds a little bit out of place. But that's really the complaining I have to it. The teamwork of this game is, well, it's amazing. The way that you can communicate and so on. Of course, I haven't met anybody that's toxic as of yet, but it's also a closed beta. And it's a brand new game on top of that, so the most people that are in here are really hyped, and because of that, it doesn't really, I think, reflect how this playbase would look 3 months, half a year after release. But currently we have had a lot of teamwork, a lot of good conversation with people that play Counter-Strike, that play Overwatch, that play Siege, or some people that just don't really play any of those games and just want to try this out. It's been really, really fun. The fact that the buy menu works as you do, you can buy anywhere from the map as long as you're in your buy phase, and the fact that you can ping and see, one, the enemy's economy, so you don't have to do fucking math, have a spreadsheet next to you to what they had probably last round to keep track of everything that they have done economy-wise. I think it just makes everything more user-friendly, and you can buy stuff for your teammates, and if you buy wrong, or for example, multiple times some people started buying, even though we wanted to save, they can just sell their weapons, and I think that's just really good. All of this just emphasizes more and more teamwork. Also, the voice chat, I have not had a single issue with any other voice chat as of yet, which is just a thumbs up. It is CS gunplay though. It is Counter-Strike at its core. There's recall patterns. Does not follow exactly how where the crosshair is. So the bullet will fly, not where your crosshair is. Which is something that if you don't like that kind of thing, or you don't want to dedicate time to learning these spray patterns, you will have a hard time, or you might be disliking this game. So if you are very against the way that Counter-Strike does their gunplay, then I would recommend you not doing it. Because I do know that there's some people that are very Rainbow Six fans. They like the gunplay in Rainbow Six Siege, and they like the tactical nature of games like Rainbow Six Siege and Counter-Strike, but they just don't like the gunplay. And the gunplay in this game is, in the core, Counter-Strike, hipfire with spray patterns. There are some scoping elements and some alternative fire modes and all this kind of stuff which really mix stuff up, and that's without talking about abilities, which we will get to. But in the end, that is what you get. So if you're an Overwatch player, because a big part of my community are Overwatch players, you have to check yourself if that is what you want. And if you don't get into the beta and you're not sure, go and play Counter-Strike Global Offensives. It's even free right now. And go and check out if you like that type of gunplay, because that's what you will be doing. You can't move and shoot without making yourself inaccurate. You have to stop. You can crouch to make yourself less accurate, and then to make yourself more accurate. And then you have to control a spray pattern on the guns, and every gun has a different spray pattern, even though they are all the same. So essentially, you buy an AK, it always has the same persistent, consistent recoil pattern. There's no random spray like in Fortnite or anything like that, which I personally think is really great. It's very clear that this is built from a hardcore competitive esport mentality in the way that they have built the maps and so on. Let's talk a bit the thing that I like so much about this. I have nothing against Counter-Strike. I played, as I said, 170 hours of it, so I can't have anything against it. I'm actually currently working on videos for Counter-Strike where I'm playing that and I'm kind of grinding through the ranks, and it's kind of interesting. But when it comes to the abilities, that is where I think this game really fucking shines. I love how they feel, how they make use of the map, how you can generally play the game and be so creative. However, it does not overshine. I know a lot of people will like this. Overwatch, at its core, is an ability-based shooter, meaning abilities comes first. You play certain heroes, they are incredibly reliant on abilities. Without those, and without you using those correctly, you're playing the game wrong. There's very few heroes, for example, Widowmaker is one of those where the gunplay comes before the abilities. The grappling hook just enables a sniper. With Tracer, on the other hand, the blinks and the recalls and the way that you play her is such a big part of her guns that you need to master. Same goes with heroes like Genji. The abilities emphasize the gunplay. In this game, it's the opposite. The gunplay is supported by the abilities. You can use Sage to wall yourself up to a higher altitude to get a different angle. You can use Slow Orb to make people stand still, make sure they can't rotate, deny an angle so you get information if they try to get behind you. You use your stuff to deny LOS, to flash people, and generally to give you an advantage when it comes to the gunplay. The abilities are just supporting your guns, not the other way around. And that is what I personally find very creative and very fun. And Counter-Strike has this for a long time. Your abilities are utility. You have smoke nades and flashbangs and frag grenades and molotovs, and they have the same here. Just that they have extra bonus effects. Some can be used for extra mobility that give us more verticality, and that is what the creative process, bro. It's so fucking good. My head is going wild. I'm over analyzing absolutely everything. Now, in the last part of this review, and if you made it this far, I would very much like you to write potato down in the comment section, because I'm trying to figure out how far people are getting into the video and how many people are getting deeper into my videos, as YouTube's are a little bit when it comes to that consistency in the analytics. So if you could write potato down in the comment section, I would appreciate it. But the cash shop is like League of Legends, and some people will dislike that. A knife skin costs about $20 to get. You can buy a bundle of a rifle, a pistol, a sniper, and a knife for about $30-40. Each agent is also need to get purchased. At least right now in the beta, you start with a roster of 5 different. So essentially everybody has something to play. And outside of that, you need to purchase the rest. Right now, you can grind to gain access to some of them. You can, for example, if you play a certain amount of matches, you get one free agent of your choice. And outside of that, right now, I've seen that you can buy them for, I think it's about 200 in-game money credits, which is a couple of dollars. I don't know how they will be doing this in the future, how they will be monetizing this. It seems like some of these prices outside of the skins are not beta prices, and I don't know how much they will charge for that. It seems like they might be doing something similar to Rainbow Six Siege, where there is season passes or something similar, because there are, when you go on each operator, there are a pass where you can kind of, the more you play, the more you level up. In the end, you gain the operator. So I don't know exactly how they're doing this, if they will let you, I will assume that they will let you earn the operators for free in some way, sense, or form. But I also assume it's the same that they will be doing with League of Legends, or they have been doing with League of Legends. You can either grind in-game and gain some in-game currency and then unlock it, or maybe play some quests or whatever, and then you will unlock the operator, or you can swipe your credit card and just get them immediately. And I think that's how they're going to be playing that out. Of course, skins will cost money. As I look at it, the skins are pretty fucking dope. So they will, of course, charge extra for that, and those are League of Legends prices on the skins. Looks like the knife skins are especially expensive, but it's not Counter-Strike stupid expensive because of a free market. You don't need to open, $100 for a fucking knife that looks sweet. Right now, as I've seen, every knife costs about $20, and that's a fair price for some of the skins to avoid stuff like loot boxes. That is how they monetize it right now in the closed beta. How they do it in the future, of course, I will keep you guys up there on that. So like, subscribe, comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go straight back to the beta. I hope you guys come in. Again, I will link to a video where I talk about how you guys can get access to the beta keys a little bit easier, potentially. How essentially you can get multiple accounts to access keys. There's so many fucking YouTubers that make these shitty fucking content and does not know shit about how network works, how connection to sites, and how, yeah. As you can hear, I'm getting a little bit frustrated because I hate it when people like, oh, just open like 70,000 tabs. And it's like, that's not how any of this works. Yeah. Anyway, so I made a video where I talk about how you guys can do this and how it works, a little bit about how it works from the back-end perspective of how essentially network and data communications over the internet works and how they check you and so on to make sure that you're not view botting, or essentially in this occasion not making sure that you are watching a billion streams and so on. I made a video on it. I'll link it down in the description, or you can just go to my channel. It's very obvious which one it is. But besides that, guys, please take care of yourselves, stay positive. I love you guys very, very much. Thank you for the support. As always, stay inside, wash your hands, and as always, my name has been Jonal. You guys keep the enemy in your crosshair.